Hello lovely people, my name's Andy Woolley and in this video we're going to look at my affiliate marketing journey for February 2022. Hopping over onto the slides, as you can see, the first affiliate site I do is in the gardening niche. It's now month 11 after coming out of the Google sandbox. We're getting a lot more traction. We're also just at the right time for the season to begin. You can see, looking at February's numbers here, we can see that we are now 1,100 visitors as opposed to 910 in January. These are pulled through from Google Analytics. I also, in a future slide, show you the true, some of the true numbers which I pull in from Ezoic, which I do find are a little bit more truthful. And obviously then they give me the revenue from the adverts. Tasks completed this month were 9 posts, quite sizable posts, quite in-depth, 14,000 words in total. I also carried out a bit more keyword research and link building to prepare for the next couple of months coming up, more so seeing what's changing through the season. I also then integrating a PPC campaign so I can bolster some of those lead generations, because there are multiple ways that I earn income in this site. And also I looked at improving conversions on several of my key landing pages to ensure I was getting the maximum amount of traffic out of them. And hopefully, as I said, going into the season where the traffic is expected to climb, I want to max those pages and see them ranking on page 1 and delivering sizable amount of traffic. So there's a lot to do, but in fairness, a lot of tweaking and changing under the hood, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. Moving on to the next slide now, I pull out my information for Search Console. And as you can see here, February to January, looking at the previous month, it tells a similar sort of picture. My conversions are improving. The clicks to the impressions, the correlation is pretty tight still. I do look at this over a longer period. I do look at it over like a 12-month period, which gives me a much more realistic idea of how the graph is moving up. But for the sake of comparing it month on month, it's nice to see side by side what a difference that is. Also from the conversions, the click-throughs and the impressions. And you can see my average position is improving, the click-through rate is improving. So it's moving in the right direction. That tells me, from Search Console, the content I'm writing is engaging with my target audience. It's actually what they want to read. Looking at the monies and the stats, the main impetus of this site, month on month, you can see how it's been growing. The domain authority remained the same at 17. The posts now we're up to 180 posts in total on the website. It just come off. The word count has grown to 369,000 words. Keywords went down slightly to 700. It has fluctuated a little bit, but as I said, we're just at the cusp of the season beginning. Traffic then obviously has gone up, which means that the keywords that matter are the ones that have been retained. And you can see that reflected in the traffic value of those keywords, £731 exactly. Obviously, that's just giving some idea from SEMrush, which I use as a premium tool in order to give me some idea as a benchmark and work my numbers month in, month out. And you can see how it has subsequently grown over those 11 months. The Amazon, then obviously I look at those affiliate commissions that I've earned, and that went up. I earned £17.19 for February, which is an improvement on last month. And bear in mind the 2 storms we've had this month, and obviously, well, in February, and the amount of rain. It quite pleasantly surprised me that people were buying garden products, but I guess that's just people preparing for what the season's going to be. Looking at the Ezoic, the money I earned obviously from adverts on there, I earned $9.49 with an EPMV of $5.88. Not massive. I'd like to see this grow to over $10, $12 preferably. But I do think that might happen now towards the May and June period, where we hit, every day being great, hopefully, and people out in the garden. But you can see the visits went up. We're 1,614. And the cumulative value, obviously, of adding in my my Amazon affiliate cost that I earned, the EPMV, but converted into pounds, I earned £24.30. So that's the highest I've earned in any month to date, which is heartening, and it's nice to see that. But ultimately, I can see we're at the cusp of it for March, April, May, and June, when really I expect to see it grow exponentially. So it's exciting to see that going forward. I'm going to pump out a lot more content specifically on this. But this is my first site so far, and I'm heartened to see that it's moving in the right direction. The second site is obviously in the health niche. This now is coming up to its 8th month out of the Google sandbox. So month on month, you can see February, the users grew to 815 compared to the previous month of 647, which is great. I mean, I didn't put as many posts on there as I would like to have done. My ideal goal, as I can see there, is 35 posts a month. Part and parcel, that is some of my work that I do Monday to Friday 9 to 5 has been spilling out into the evenings, and that is obviously a priority. But likewise, that will quieten down over the next coming months due to a launch, and therefore I can concentrate a little bit more on pumping out the content per evening. Quite happy. 8 posts. They were decent. They were brand new categories that I was filling out. 12,000 keywords. 12,000 words altogether. Expanding across multiple categories, so I found far more new categories within this main niche. So I started doing some keyword research on that as well, and just bedding that down ready to start exponentially increasing the content over the coming months. Also then looking to build out certain content clusters based on niche keywords. So I can see that there are certain categories that I came to where there isn't a lot of information out there, and therefore going out and cherry picking as much as I can and building content specifically around it as a content cluster hopefully will, give me sizable traffic over time, and certainly rank me on page 1, which I have no problem getting there, but delivering something that will bolster and boost the overall ranking and traffic on the site. So, looking forward to what will happen over the, probably the next 6 to 12 months. Conversions are improving as well, and also I made Amazon sale. So obviously now I've got a lot more to do when it comes to my Amazon. Specifically when it comes to adding in the one link, so I can start getting more revenue across multiple countries. But that's all on my to-do. Bits and pieces I do each month, but it's not a race. It's a marathon, not a sprint by all accounts. Looking at the Search Console month compared to the previous month, it didn't really tell much of a story here. It says 9 clicks, but the impressions, whilst these are slightly down and the clicks remained, the conversion went up and the average ranking improved as well. So that's heartening. It's not a big win by all accounts, but this doesn't really tell the true picture. It's not until we get into the money shot and we look at the likes of Ezoic, then we see something a lot more realistic. So just taking it from the beginning, we're looking, domain authority score went up ever so slightly to 15. I've now got 193 posts on there, just up to 262,000 words on it. And this is purely just to keep score. I'm not looking to, make massive wins here. It's slow and steady. Realistically, this site will probably take me about 2 to 3 years to actually build it out. But that's fine. I'm happy. I think it's just shy of about 50 categories altogether, and I'm slowly plodding through them. But they do take a fair bit of research in order to write something decent with it. At the moment, I'm writing all that content. If you're not aware, that's me doing it, and I use the likes of Jasper and Quillbot in order to write my content. But as time goes on and I earn a bit more money, then I might shift that now and actually start using some content writers as well. But for the moment, I'm enjoying the process. So it's a case of my bills are paid by my 9 to 5s. This is about pocket money by all accounts, but something that might transition from pocket money to a real-time, full-time job. So therefore, I'm doing it in a part-time approach to show you what's doable and hopefully inspire you as I've been inspired by others and what can be done. Anyway, back onto the chart. So keywords went down ever so slightly, down 51, and nothing really to report about in SEMrush for traffic. But, slowly it's going to get there. It's quite a competitive niche to be in the health niche, as you would expect. your money, your life category as it is. But more importantly, I know I can see that some of these keywords are moving up, and there's a lot more moving towards page 2 and 3. So it's going in the right direction. Amazon, I obviously made 3 sales, which broke that API. So now I can engage my AWP plugin and obviously the one link. So that's on my March to-do list. And obviously from that, I made 95 cents as a commission. Nothing to write home about, but it's nice when you actually start making a sale and you get a commission from it, because you know now you're on the right journey and the gates are open. So looking at Ezoic, that's where the main bulk of what I do is going to earn the money. 1,161 visitors, which is up on the previous month. $19.34, which again is up. EPMV is heartening. That's moving in the right direction. That's $16.66. And again, this compared to my gardening niche, I do presume that this will be much higher given time as well. So it'd be nice to see that EPMV go somewhere above 25. That's my hope, but time will tell. Cumulative value of what I earned over this month was $20.29. So between the two sites, I've earned somewhere around the £40 mark. Nothing life-changing, but compared to the other affiliate sites I got, these are the two I do show you. This is heartening. Both are moving in the right direction. And as you know, you're more than welcome to jump back on my previous videos. You will see that I built these both from the ground up. They're not aged domains. They're not bought websites. They've been built from the scratch. And therefore, you'll see that translated through each of the videos that I report on. So that's it for this month in February 2022. Looking forward to March and April, because I know the doors will open considerably more. And it's just a case of literally keep pumping out their content. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Likewise, if you would kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and like and hit that notification button, so as soon as I do a video it gets pumped out to you, get notified. But likewise, if you have a question, pop below and I'll come back to you. Otherwise, keep writing that content, keep pushing hard on your affiliate journey, and I'll see you in the next video.